Oh yeah, looks like it works. Does it work? Oh yeah, looks like it works. Nice. Yeah. So now I have two chats going. I have two screens, but it feels uh, like too little, like too few. Yeah, let's start with that. I might add X later, but this is good for now. Oh, I can do a pop-up chat. That's probably what I want. No, it's not, because I also want to see that it's live and like connection is good and whatever. Stream health. Yes, that's what I want to see. All right. Let's not overcomplicate and change the 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 interface here yet. Hello, Speed Boost boy. Yeah, very long time. Yeah, I've been good. I've been good. And what about you? So I want to try this out on. I think I want to create like an integration test. And try using dig as I would use it from main. Like set everything up, use dig, and see what happens. Yeah, that's how I want to verify it first, I think. Oh, okay. Sounds Potentially bad, potentially good. I hope everything is all right. Let's try, let's check the Rust book. I think there is a chapter or a section here. About test organization. Oh, okay. Yeah. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. There's a debate within the testing community about whether or not. I hope everything will go well. Best of luck. Private functions should be tested. Rust privacy rules do allow you to test private functions. Consider the code. Wait, in how? It's because it's a module. Items in child modules can use the same items in their ancestor modules. Can use the items in their ancestor modules. In this test, bring all of the test's module parent items into scope. And then call. Yeah, this is because it's a unit test, which makes sense. Integration tests. So we have a new directory, tests. In Rust, integration tests are entirely external to your library. They use your library in the same way any other code would. Yeah, that's what I want, which means they can only call functions that are part of your library's public API. Their purpose is to test whether many parts of your library work together correctly. Yeah, exactly what I want to do. Units of code that work correctly on their own could have problems when integrated, so test coverage of the integrated code is important as well. First need a tests directory. The tests directory. Create a test directory at the top level of your project. Cargo knows to look for integration test files in this directory. Can then make as many test files as we want. And Cargo will compile each of the files as an individual crate. Okay. Interesting. With so that's going to take longer to run probably. Code still C, make a tests directory, create a new file. Your directory structure should look like this. Enter the code. Use adder, add to. No. No. Tests. Can I just do like digging? Rs. and it's understood that this is a test. Oops. Hmm. Yeah, now I can express the API I want as well. So guess there's a few things we need to do. We need to like initialize the chunk and then try to dig on it. No, not material. Use, create. It shouldn't be called cube group. It should be called chunk. It's not even create. It's create test, I think. Oh. Which is the name of the crate. It's a bad name, but chunk. Yeah, give me a new chunk. And I want to give it a well position, yes. And then I want to... Does chunk have get mute material? Maybe it does. That would be a... Would that be a mistake? I'm not sure. It does. Maybe it doesn't hurt. Get mute material. Gets mute cube. And then get mute material from mute cube. Yeah, I don't see why not. Or is there potentially a downside? No. I want to be able to interface with the chunk directly. Wait a minute, no. Yeah, chunk dot get mute material. Not sure how to test this though. I need to see. Maybe dig shouldn't be just a utility function. I don't want to overcomplicate things. Yeah, I think it's better to change this interface to receive a world position. Probably a reference to it. Then we can. Right, it needs to know about the chunk. Okay, let's undo that for now. What if we get like dig, world position, and the chunk? I mean, maybe the chunk should have this functionality. I think it should. For now, we can make it a bit bigger. Because like working with a reference to a material all the way up might be too much. Hmm. Take some notes. I need this. I guess that's why, I mean, I think the fact that this doesn't make sense right now, I think is just a sign that the interface is not great. So like given a chunk, way, I think this looks better. So given a chunk, what would I want the interface to be like? I would want to do like chunk.dig and give it a world position. Which for övrigt, which by the way, I think I need to make into a type of its own because I'm using it so much. I want to be able to do let density before dig equals chunk dot get to add material world position. And this should be -1, I think. Yeah. Dig. I should probably have an constant for this as well, like dig density change. -1. Maybe absolute. Yeah, that's the interface I want. So now let's make that work. Git add, git commit, working on dig interface. What does our stats look like? 25K. And what about dry? 75% dryness. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing. I'm trying to keep it small though. So, chunk. Yeah, if I try to test this, what happens? Cargo. Might not even compile. Lib cube group. Yeah. In main. Yeah. Wait, what did it say? Cube group. Yeah, I added 2 new methods. So now we need to write those. I'm not using this. And now we can probably copy paste a bit of this. Yeah. Material density, it's just like a one-liner. And it didn't return anything, right? No. Get mute cube. Dot. Uh, minus equals dig absolute. Density change. No. Oh wait, we might just be able to do absolute, no, dig value. Dig density equals. Can we do a simple calculation here? ISO surface level -1. And then we of course need to import that. And we, yeah, exactly. That's an expression or a statement or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Now we need to create this method. Material, so that would be on material. Get. Is this possible? Can this be a mutable? Or is this thing on the stack? No, I don't think it's on the stack. How do I solve that? In digging, I just changed it. Why is that not working? Chunk or in material? Might need to ask ChatGPT. As well. To mute 30 F32. What I want to do is set the density. Maybe I should just do set density. Let's try that. Set. But I need both. But this doesn't need to be mutable. Do I need both? Not for this purpose, at least. Set. How dig works. Undeclared. Cool. Dig density. Get density at world position. Don't know if these work yet, but let's just create the interfaces first. No, I don't need a mutable here. I just want to get cube. Get cube, world position. Get density. So I have to create get cube. Get cube. No, it doesn't even have to be public. Function. Get cube. Basically a rewrite of this. And self dot cubes. Yes. Feels like I can rewrite this, or at least this, into a function that is reused. Yeah, I can. Function. What is that even? Cube index. Cube index. Yeah, exactly. Cube position map. Yes. And I want to do the same here, of course. Oops. What did I do? And now cube needs a get material. Point material. Does that work? It's mutable, but if I don't return it as mutable, what? Um, Same here. I should make a function do this. New function. F and get, yeah. Material index. Good. Let's save this. Working on adding digging interface, improving stuff. Super descriptive. Get material is private. Right. Wonder if I should just do like get density and then let this cube handle the get density as well. Just like going through interfaces. Yeah, that just feels cleaner. Get. No, let's not overcomplicate it. Get density. So why does that not work? Okay, we need to make get material public. And then we need to go to material and add get density. Self F32 self.density, yeah. Yep, cool. So now the interfaces at least should be good. And they are there. Chunk, create new, density, get density at world position. Chunk.dig. Give it a world position. Let density after dig. Yeah, okay, let's check. If this works now, it's gonna be magical. Right, it takes like 2 minutes to build. I'm gonna get some water. Looks like it works. Wow. That's amazing. Running one test, testing, test result, unit tests, digging test. Okay. Yeah, that's a really good time to save git status, git add. Surprised it works. Is everything really... I want to debug this. Cargo test. No capture. Where did my mouse go? Wait. All right. Yeah. World position, cube index. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. Should I give it a more difficult world position? We're using this one all the time here, so let's do world position to dig vector 3. Yeah, let's give it a more difficult position. 14. Failing. Point is not inside the cube. Okay. So maybe it is not really working. I need more information in that error. Point is not inside the cube. Point. Yeah, there's some bug here. I just wish this was faster at compiling. Feel like going out for a run now. The weather is quite good. It's not quite good, it's really good. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Can I optimize this? Can I optimize the Rust compiler? Takes forever when I want to do testing. Yeah, let's try that. Might that help? Cargo test slash digging test. Okay, can I change something in my TOML file? I mean, I'm not using Rapier right now, am I? Right, no. Yeah, remove that for now. File. So why do I believe this happened? Why is it not inside the cube? This is code I just modified. I think I'm passing around. No, I'm not passing around. I'm passing around the world position. Self world position. Yeah, so that should be fine. We are comparing. It's a bug. I don't like that this takes so long to compile. Yeah, this is called by this one, get material, which is called by this one. Get density at world position. So, how big is the chunk? 16. I mean, yeah, this should be fine now. I mean, the fact that we're even getting to atomic cube means that the cube exists. Maybe it's because we have the very specific number of like 14. So that would mean, yeah, maybe it's just like these greater and stuff, greater equal. Yeah, we're sending in an even number. So that should be, so point z is 14. And the self.world position here is gonna be 14, I think. Maybe we get sent into the wrong cube. Um, no, it should be exclusive. Like the point we get should not be greater than world position plus cube size. But this is wrong. This should also be cube size minus 1. But this is not going to help. But yeah, maybe we get the wrong cube. Yeah, we do, I think. This also needs to be minus 1. Minus 1 as F32. Yeah, I think that was a problem. Lots of these minus 1s are spread out in the code now. Yeah, this might solve it. Oh, it's taking forever. I want to know more. I want to see point. I want to see self.world position. Point. Cube position. Come on. So you actually see I don't think you see that, but there's like a in Arch like applications in the bottom. OBS Studio, yeah. Oh, now that shows up here. Oops. There we go. i3 is so nice. Okay, let's try this again. I hope it compiles faster this time. Good thing we tried with a different number. So the cube is 2 wide, 2 data points wide, but it's actually only 1 unit in the world wide. The distance between its sides is 1. And then you have a group of them, you might have 2 of them. And then the distance is 2. So it's like on the deeper level, deepest level, it's width or capacity minus 1. And on the upper level, it's just capacity. That is interesting. This is unbearable. Debug nodes by default. Something is wrong. Git status, git add, git commit. What? Yeah. Working on fixing. We get material out of bounds bug. Yeah, it's super laggy now. What's going on? I mean, this is unreasonable. There must be something I'm missing that makes this take so long to compile. What is it? It started today. Is it, do I need to clean this or something? Hmm. Yeah, what is cargo next test? Pre-built binaries. I don't have B installed. Okay, trying to go out of that branch. Binary install would help with testing, potentially. I've seen. Okay, now it completed. What is it testing now? Atomic cube. Oh, what? Yeah, I think some of my other tests are bad, but what happened to the unit test? It's not even running the unit test. Output is a bit unwieldy. Chunk tests get mute cube. Yeah, let's fix this stuff. 3.2, 3.2. I'm expecting here to get 3. Yeah. And what else? Atomic cube get mute material. Ah. I'm always gonna get the inner corner of the cube. I'm not gonna be able to get the other corner. This is correct behavior. It has to be like this. 0.5. Yeah, this should work. It's good that I'm discovering these bugs. Cargo test. No capture. Mm. So there's overlap in every cube right now. No, it can't take this long to build. Let's PBR. Can I just remove this? Why is this taking so long? Some smart optimization. Usually it gets stuck running for like 3 minutes for my own binary. Let's try SC cache. Cargo install. Install SC cache. Just gonna compile this now. Well, guess I can read the Rust book or something while waiting. Come on. This is unbearable. Maybe cursor can have a clue why this happens. Why does it take forever to compile this project now? It's not that big, and it takes 3 minutes just for the binary of this crate. Large 3D arrays. Okay, before we make those changes, I just want to push everything. Git diff add. Okay, it's making this already. No, no, don't accept. Fuck. Oh no, I didn't want to accept that. No, what is this? That's so weird stuff. I don't want this thing. Um, and then in materials, don't want to let it go wild on my code yet. It was just RNG. No, RNG. Then random range. Okay, git diff head. I need to save every file. Okay, good. Git status, git add. And make some small changes to fix cube issues. Keep delivering these very descriptive commit messages. Okay, as cache. And how do we use as cache? What's wrong? Why? .cargo/config, okay. The computer is so slow. What's going on? Something is not right. Right, let's reapply. Reapply. No, this is a shitty suggestion. I don't want this. Cargo clean and cargo build. Let's try to check what's wrong. I mean, something is obviously wrong. It's pretty obvious now. How do I check? Process is running on Arch Linux i3. Top. H-top. Yeah, H-top. H-top. What is this? Root. What are these things? What is virt in the htop UI? Okay, so something is not right. Root is using 25.6 gigabytes, while my computer only has 16G. OBS seems to use a lot. Okay. Res. Okay, res is how much it's using. And what are these things up here, like 0 to 11? I mean, what is wrong? No, I will reboot. This is not sustainable. I must have accidentally started something that makes everything lag. Sort by mem. Uh, the Rust analyzer. Yeah, what if I turn this off? Now. Huh. Cargo test, no capture. Maybe it was cursor. Cases in which I have more information. Also be appropriate to call unwrap Redis. Creating an IP address instance by parsing a hard-coded string. You can see that. It's advisable to have your code panic when it's possible that your code could end up in a bad state. If someone calls your code and passes in values that don't make sense, it's best to return an error if you can, so the user of the library can decide what they want to do in that case. However, I think it's good to try to optimize the compilation of the code. Because I'm gonna have to iterate and do tests a lot. Like it can't take 3 minutes, it has to take seconds. When your code performs an operation, it could put a user at risk if it's called using invalid values. No, fuck this. I'll restart the computer and go out for a run, and I'll come back later, I think. I'm rage quitting now. Reboot now. What?